Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JG from Above and Below the Belt. I want to talk about the Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Povetkin fight, which I've seen, and I just want to give y'all some insights for the people who haven't seen it, or even for the people who did see it. But yeah, it started out kind of slow, of course. You know, that's always for most fights and stuff like that. They're trying to figure out the person, what the person's going to do at the same time. But Anthony Joshua figured him out, and I gave the 2 rounds, the first 2 rounds to Povetkin, the 3rd round to Anthony Joshua, the 4th round to the 4th round I gave it to Povetkin, and the 5th round to Anthony Joshua, and the 6th and 7th to Anthony Joshua. So of course he knocked up Alexander Povetkin out in the 7th round, because I think Anthony Joshua seen he was getting kind of tired too at the same time, and then on top of that, Anthony Joshua came out with the right game plan for Alexander Povetkin. I told you Alexander Povetkin is a dangerous opponent, and on top of that, Anthony Joshua used his jab a lot. So when I was looking at the fight, I was like, man, you should gauge a little bit more. But when he started, I guess the jab was more than what he needed. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember when Anthony Joshua he did more combinations to it. More he used his jab, and then he did another another combination. You know what I'm saying? So and then he was touching him. So that was in the I think the 3rd or the 4th round when he started using. I think that was the third round when he started using his combination a little bit. So yeah, but he came with the right game plan, because look at Alexander's face. So you know what I'm saying? So he was getting touched with them jabs. I mean, because Anthony Joshua, he hits hard. He hits, I would say, now, if I say he hits hard, I would say he hits hard now. But do he hit hard enough to knock you out? Of course, he knocked Alexander Povetkin out. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand. One thing is with Anthony Joshua, he's not like he's a knockout artist to a certain degree. Everybody would say, what you mean by a certain degree? See, Deontay Wilder's a knockout artist. When he knock you out, most of the time you don't get back up. You know what I'm saying? And when Anthony Joshua knock you out, he'll knock you out. He'll knock you out, but you'll get back up, and then he'll knock you out. Then that's it. You know what I'm saying? It might take him a long time. It might take him a while to knock you out. You know what I'm saying? So he got to do combinations. See, Anthony Joshua can knock you out with one punch. You see what I'm saying? That's what I mean to a certain degree. Because he's 20. He was 22 and 21, I think. Anthony Joshua's record. So he kind of seen that the jab was kind of wearing was putting a wear in the chair on and wearing Alexander Povetkin out. You know what I'm saying? That's what Anthony Joshua seen. And then on top of that, not just that, he was kind of Alexander Povetkin was kind of wearing himself out too at the same time. So you got Anthony Joshua came in with the right game plan when he was fighting this fight. You know what I'm saying? Because I think he knew he could tire himself out, and of course he's 39 years old, and I think that youth came into play against these two guys. Towards Anthony Joshua, I would say the youth. You know what I'm saying? He's 28 years old, and then Alexander Povetkin is 39 years old. You know what I'm saying? So that plays a part in it too. That's why I said in my last video when I was talking about who you think will win between Alexander Povetkin and Anthony Joshua. So, and one thing is what I seen too at the same time, he still fights the same way. He doesn't move. I'm talking about Anthony Joshua doesn't move his head. I think Alexander Povetkin moves his head a little bit more than Anthony Joshua. But if Anthony Joshua moves his head a lot, man, if he keep on doing it, he'd be okay, man. You know what I'm saying? But to get better, this fight was better than the Joseph Parker fight. I would definitely say that. You know, it was more. I think, ain't no thinking, but Alexander Povetkin was the aggressive one in this fight, I would say. And then in the 7th round, that's when Anthony Joshua was the aggressive one to the 7th round. Then that's when he knocked him out. You know what I'm saying? That's when he seen when he was hurt. So that's when he became a little more aggressive. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about the person who takes the more risk too. At the same time, will win. And sometimes you will win, but sometimes you might not win. You might get caught with a punch. So it's a gamble. So you know, but this is a good match, and Povetkin got stopped in the 7th round by Anthony Joshua, and the next opponent will be the next fight between. For Anthony Joshua will be April the 13th of next year, 2019. And what do y'all guys think? Who think his next opponent going to be? I think it's going to be Dillian Whyte, because Dillian Whyte got better too at the same time, because he fought Anthony Joshua. I think it was 2 years ago or whatever. I think. So now I think he's gonna get a shot, because of course it's in-house. Eddie Hearns is not gonna lose nothing if Dillian Whyte win. So he ain't gonna be winning. He ain't gonna be losing nothing. It's gonna be in-house, like I said. So I remember one thing about they talking about Eddie Hearns talking about he's trying to get to Wilder's team, Deontay Wilder's team and stuff like that. But the thing about it is, he's trying to send a contract over before the fight between Tyson Fury and the Tyson Fury fight, because Deontay Wilder got that fight in December the 1st. But Deontay Wilder's not concentrating on signing a contract with him, because he's still the B side. Because if he beat Tyson Fury and knock him out, he's going to be mostly. I think he might be the A side, and then on top of the pay-per-view numbers too at the same time. So this fight is going to be a real big fight, because the undercard too at the same time. So that's why Eddie Hearns want to sign that contract before, or maybe want to sign the contract, because they the A side now. Eddie Hearns and Anthony Joshua is the A side. But if Deontay Wilder beat Tyson Fury, the person that really had the belts and lost it due to outside things, he's the man to beat the man. So this is going to be very interesting, because he can get his popularity up there, because Tyson Fury's from England too. You understand what I'm saying? So it's going to be a lot of people from England and definitely from America looking at this fight too at the same time. So and another thing too with this fight, this is gonna raise Deontay Wilder's stock, or it might raise the Tyson Fury's stock. You know what I'm saying? But if it goes the distance in the fight with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, I don't know who I think, man. It would be Tyson Fury if it goes 12. I would say if somebody getting knocked out, it's gonna be Tyson Fury getting knocked out by Deontay Wilder. I don't think Tyson Fury's gonna knock out Wilder. He's just not a knockout artist. Can it happen? You never know. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm thinking right now. But But going back to Eddie Hearns, want to talk to Deontay Wilder, because of because Deontay Wilder's the B side now. If he beat Tyson Fury, he might become the A side a little bit, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about due to numbers too at the same time. How many numbers can he bring, and how much money can he bring to you know what I'm saying, to the event on December 1st in the Staples in Los Angeles. So this is gonna be very interesting. But what's gonna happen is Deontay Wilder is not gonna be fighting Anthony Joshua in April the 13th. I don't care what nobody say, because when they get close to the fight, I think Eddie Hearns already know who Anthony Joshua is gonna fight already. So, but we'll see. You never know. But what do y'all guys think about this fight? And I give this fight I give this fight above the belt, or in the middle of the belt, or or below the belt. This fight was, I would say it was I say this fight was above the belt. It was a good fight, above the belt. So that's why I rate this this match between Alexander Povetkin and versus Anthony Joshua. So leave a comment at the bottom of my page. Subscribe to my page. Like my page. Hit the bell icon for upload new videos for me. And this is JT from Above and Below the Belt. Alright, bye.